we are live again with another Champions Trophy session. Today with me, Shouro is there. So we'll be like tomorrow is the India New Zealand, the last match of the Champions Trophy for the group stage is there. So hi Shouro, the discussion today.
Hello.
Yeah, you are
Hello.
audible, Shouro. Yeah. So
Just a second. Just
okay, so it seems like Shouro is having some technical glitch. So yeah, I think he's now back. Okay, so I think he's having some technical glitch currently. So yeah, so tomorrow is the India New Zealand clash for the Champions Trophy, and eventually that is the last match of the group stages. And more or less, like after today's England and South Africa game, it is quite obvious like who are the last semi-finalists. So and
yes.
so I'll welcome Shouro. So.
Thank you.
So my first question to Shoura is, like have been few talks going around Rohit Sharma and Mohammad Shami's injury.
Yeah.
So like say for example, like if possibly Mohammad Shami and Rohit Sharma is not unable to play tomorrow, then who could be the possible options for you to replace them tomorrow?
See, if Mohammad Shami doesn't play, then we have Arshdeep in the squad. Then it's quite obvious that Arshdeep would probably play instead of Shami. And if Rohit Sharma sits down, I don't think he will, but there are news that he might, because he wasn't present in some of the training sessions. But he attended the last training session, so he might also play. But if he doesn't play, then in his place, I think Rishabh might get a chance. Yeah, that's what I think.
matlab, we can see Rishabh Pant as our opener in the ODI cricket, or maybe we don't know. Like for that matter, they might try out KL Rahul as well.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, so like the another point is going around. Like this is like tomorrow. This is the 300th ODI appearance. It is going to be for Virat Kohli.
for Virat.
So your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, when someone plays for so many matches at such a level, staggering. Also for the last few years, last 2 or 3 years, he hasn't been quite in that form that we know. But in France matches, he did well for us, especially for example in the last T20 final match performed, and it was a crucial match also. And the last match also he performed when it was really crucial against Pakistan. And hopefully he continues the same way. And tomorrow's match I think is very crucial because we have struggled against New Zealand, and in an ICC tournament especially, take things easy. So Virat's role will be very crucial tomorrow, because he holds that middle order together. And while chasing also he provides a lot of assistance. And if India bats first, we need to put up a good score. So Virat's role will be very vital if he bats first, and even if he second bats second. Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah, absolutely, sure. So, like, for like those who will be watching this live session after completion of this, so please do subscribe to our channel and like this video to so that YouTube can suggest others to their watch list. Okay, So now let's come to the mm, elephant in the room. Like as we have been discussing in the last other day with Shumon was also there with us. So there we have been discussing ki Afghanistan, like I think you mentioned, like anyone could be possible, like whoever comes in the semi-final, India could handle easily. And Shumon, I think, was mentioning like it could be Australia uh, who could be threat for India, bearing like their track record in the ICC events against India. So now it is kind of sure like either it is South Africa or Australia who India is going to play against in semi-final. So that will depend on tomorrow's match. So now in this scenario, whom do you prefer? Like who could be lesser threat and why it could be, and who could be bigger threat, and to counter that, what India could possibly do, like what are the options available for India to counter those threats?
Yeah, yeah. I think facing Australia in the final would be a bigger challenge. I don't know. It's my gut feeling because Australia in final, their record is impeccable. Against any team, if we see in finals, they are a different team. It doesn't matter
Hmm.
how many players they have.
I'll just interrupt you, Shodo. I think your screen is kind of freezed, so I'd request you to rejoin the session.
Okay,
Yeah, so meanwhile, I'll just continue with what Shoro was actually suggesting. Like for him, it was probably Australia could be more threatful in front of India because the past track record, whatever was there, like the recent past is the the Cricket World Cup 2023 that was held in India. Though it was held in India and India defeated Australia in the very first game of their campaign, still they got defeated by Australia in Ahmedabad in the final. And also, like Australia kind of picked it up through going forward to the tournament, though they were not at their best in the beginning, but they picked it up and they showed their best performance in the final. So I think Shoro is back
yeah.
with us now.
Can you see
Yeah,
me now?
yeah, Shoro, please continue. Yeah, you are visible and audible. Please continue.
Yeah, I think Australia in finals would be much tougher to face. I don't know, but it's my gut feeling. Because I think in finals their record is very good, especially be it 50 over, be it 20 overs, and I remember in 2011 semi-finals we beat Australia, so the memory is good. If we look down the memory list, we have beaten Australia in the semi-finals, but I don't remember we have beaten them in finals or not. But it's just my gut feeling. Beat Australia, beat South Africa, any of them would be tough to face in the semi-finals. But I would prefer to face a tougher challenge like Australia in the semi-finals first. Then probably we could go on to face South Africa in the finals. Then that would be much easier for me. What do you think? I would like to know your views on this.
Okay, so in my view, actually, I would want Australia to be in semi-final, to be very frank, because Australia in final is a different kind of a beast. And anyway, like the yesterday's match against Afghanistan, it got washed out, unfortunately. But even though like the start they have put in,
Yeah,
right? Travis Head, Matthew Short, and then Steve Smith and Travis had got some respectable partnership they have put in. Within 12 overs they got some 100 plus runs. So anyway, like Australia was going to win the match,
yeah,
but bearing that India is playing in the Dubai conditions like thoroughly, like, and every match, everything they are playing in there only. Still, like if they are playing on their strength, अगर वो अपने स्ट्रेंथ के हिसाब से खेलेंगे तो शायद ही उनको कोई इशू होना चाहिए. मतलब सामने से कोई भी आए, ओनली ओनली थ्रेट फॉर मी इज न्यूजीलैंड. सो एक्चुअली वेरी मच कंसर्न बिकॉज उनके पास अपने मतलब अपने पास सब कुछ है. सब कुछ बेसिस उनके पास कवर्ड है। अगर मतलब उनके पास प्रॉपर क्वालिटी स्पिनर्स भी है, और उनके पास सब कुछ है उनके पास, सो दैट इज गोइंग टू बी अ बिगर threat, I believe. So tomorrow would be a kind of dress rehearsal, I would say, because the way India have been playing. So I'm expecting India should go to semi-final, sorry, final, and New Zealand should also go to final. So that is where I feel like New Zealand could be the better, bigger threat. But in semi-final, like, though South Africa is also have some quality spinners, but Australia doesn't have that. Apart from Adam Zampa, I mean, Glenn Maxwell is there, but he's not that kind of a bowler who could leverage the sluggishness of that pitch, or for that matter, because he's a kind of, what should I say, मतलब वो ट्रिकी बॉलर है, उसके पास वो मतलब ऑफ स्पिन का जो वो मतलब वो जो आर्ट होता है ना, वो उसके पास नहीं है, जो कि वो यूटिलाइज करके वो बैट्समैन को डिसीव कर सके। he can vary paces, he can vary the line length and deceive the bowler, but not I don't believe like he could actually make use of the sluggishness of the pitch, wherein South Africa के पास already केशव महाराज एक quality spinner है, and also they have Aiden Markram. And if I won't be surprised if they come in front of India and they are playing in Dubai, their semi-final, I won't be surprised if they include Tabrez Samsi as well, because he is also a very good spinner. He's a Chinaman, left-arm Chinaman. So they have a better quality spin attack compared to Australia. So I would want Australia to come, comparing South Africa and Australia. And let's see like whom we are going to face in the final. That will anyway will be depend on whatever India performs in the next two games. That would
Yeah,
definitely going to give a confidence to us.
yes,
So coming to another topic, that is part of this Champions Trophy discussion that has been going around throughout this week. Like few individuals from certain teams, and also few ex cricketers, they have been kind of blaming, or I shouldn't say blaming, but they have been uh, highlighting the fact that in this Champions Trophy is kind of benefiting India more, because they have been playing in the single venue, in a single ground. So that means they are going to be accustomed with the conditions, with the pitch. They are staying in same hotel, using same facilities for practice. So they are kind of having a home kind of advantage.
yeah.
So like I would namely say, like from South Africa, Rassie van der Dusche, he had actually raised that concern, and also from England, Nasir Hussain and Michael Atherton, they have been raising this fact. So your take on that?
Yes, it's a thing for discussion, and we can discuss as much as we want about this. But I don't think as viewers we can have much take about this, because BCCI definitely there are some geopolitical issues that are there. So I think because of those issues, this decision was taken that India would not go to Pakistan, and India would only play at Dubai. So there are definitely geopolitical issues and other issues that are there within BCCI and within PCB, due to which they couldn't come to a conclusion. Whereas so every team is supposed to travel to Dubai in order to play India. So yes, definitely. I think in terms of cricketing sense, yes, if somebody knows cricket, then definitely somebody a team is playing all their matches in a particular venue, then they sort of get accustomed to that particular venue and the conditions. So I think yeah, their concern, I would say, it has got nothing to do with the players. I mean, the players can only play, you know. At the end of the day, there is a much bigger picture, and the bigger picture is that ICC, BCCI, CB, all of it is involved in this. So the players can only play, and it's not up to them. Now the situation is not only also uh, controlled by BCCI, it is also controlled by ICC and other boards, getting boards. So I think it's a much larger issue, and yeah, in terms of benefit, I would say yeah, there is some advantage, some advantage because we have been playing in the same ground and we know the conditions really well. But in final and semi-final, I think it's still going to be a game of nerve, and the better team shall win. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, totally, totally. Like I also agree with you some part of your answer. But yeah, it is quite visible that like because why I'm raising it, because yeah, part one I'm definitely agree, but it is not players concern, or it is not players fault that they are playing in the same ground in a same venue every game. But yeah, some of our Indian journalists I heard of, and some experts are also saying ki this is not right, why they are crying and all that. But it is visibly true, because if a team is having advantage to have playing a tournament in a single venue, they are definitely going to have an advantage. I would add another example to this point, because if you see, the games have been played such a way. Group A, two games, they have been played consecutive days. Then after that, Group B games have been played. Like that, the matches have been going on. But if you see India New Zealand, chronologically it should have been tomorrow. I mean, sorry, yesterday.
Mm.
Chronologically, India New Zealand match should have been yesterday. That is on Friday. But now, just to grab the eyeballs, because we all know India is a bigger business for cricket administration. So they have put the match to Sunday. So that means India is getting a week long time to prepare for their next match, right? Yeah, it is true. Like, only after for the semi-final they will be getting only a single day, but still you are getting a whole week to prepare for a match. So
Yeah,
that is a long time for a shorter tournament. So that is anyway is a even if I'm an Indian cricket fan. I would definitely want ki India should win this Champions Trophy. Rohit Sharma should win under Rohit Sharma's captaincy. But still, I believe as a cricket fan, I believe it's a wrong advantage that has been given, or you know
yeah,
yeah. So that is I totally, like, I kind of feel like it is not right, because Afghanistan has played consecutive day. I mean, only one gap was there from their first match. I mean, sorry, second match against England. They have played on Thursday. On Friday, I think, sorry, on Wednesday, and on Thursday the Pakistan Bangladesh match got washed out, and on Friday again they had to play. So these kind of discriminations are actually there in the scheduling. So yeah, I
yeah.
think there is one question from Ganesh. Should we test a few from our bench before the big match? Sure, I'd come to you. Your thoughts.
Yeah, I don't think we should experiment too much right now, unless and until it's a forced change. Because even though it doesn't have anything to do with the point, we already have qualified, but still it's again a team which is very strong, and a defeat, a bad defeat, could influence the way we are going to play the semi-final and final. So I don't think the team management would like to take any chances. But as we talked earlier, that if Shami in case doesn't play, then Arshdeep could get a chance, and if in case Rohit doesn't play, then Rishabh Pant might get a chance. But I don't think those changes will be forced changes, but I don't think otherwise team management would like to change anything right now, and would definitely want to continue with the win combination. And yeah, that's why.
Yeah. I also, but there is one thought process is like that. They might have thought something so that they have picked up five spinners, right?
Yeah,
See, like we all have been talking like from behind, from outside of the setup, that they should have taken one more extra fast bowler. But it is kind of proven like why they have picked up five spinners, including three spin bowling all rounder for that matter. Say for example, Washington Sundar. Like, is there a possibility bearing like given that like New Zealand has a plenty of left-handers in their top six? Is there a possibility that we can see tomorrow Washington Sundar in place of any of the bowling all-rounder, and maybe Varun Chakravarti in place of Kuldeep Yadav? Or maybe for that matter, I would give one more option. Say, if Shami is having issue, why not using Hardik Pandya and Harshit Rana? Though I know Harshit Rana is a bit inexperienced, but what the performance he had shown is commendable, like till now. So, do you think like these kind of experiments could be done?
yeah. I mean, this kind of combination, the things you mentioned, it can be implemented, but the modern coaches tend to go for a side which has deep batting. If you see every team, they always try to keep combinations in which it allows them to play deep, bat deep, because we also have seen in the past that while chasing, if a lot of wickets fall in a cluster, then can cause you a lot of trouble later on. And so I think any combination that can allow us to bat deeper, I think that can be done. So yeah, if Washington Sundar comes in place of say Akshar Patel or someone like Jadeja, I don't know what is going to be the combination. Definitely, he can also bat. Uh, and if Varun comes in for Kuldeep, and then nothing has to be changed. Varun can come in for Kuldeep, and Akshar and Jadeja remains in their position. So yeah, if any changes happen in case, it will always be always be done, keeping in mind that we need to bat deeper in any situation. Because New Zealand can also, if they bat first and score a big score, then we might need to bat deeper. Yep.
Yeah, I think there is one more concern which, like, not concern, he's kind of raising that like, will India, Ganesh is raising, is will India focus on winning streak or play a tactful setup to play against South Africa instead of Australia? What do you think? Like, in this case, I would say like now it is quite obvious if India is going to win this match. If India wins tomorrow's match, they are going to face
Oh,
Australia, and if India lose, they will face South Africa. So now your
yeah.
thought, Shoro.
South Africa has a very balanced team. South Africa has a very balanced team, especially with the kind of batting they have. Very explosive lineup they have. They have Klassen, they have Miller, like Miller, and Markram, and in bowling they have Ravada and NCB, and we have seen that they bowled really well today also against England. Uh, so I think, yeah, they have a very pretty balanced team. And we also discussed that be it Australia, be it South Africa, it is going to be really tough, and we need to do our basics right. And I think against New Zealand also, with the like of Hansner and Bracewell, I think tomorrow also we are going to see a lot of sweeps and reverse sweeps. And I think against South Africa also, uh, uh, just we need to focus on the basics and not try anything different. Just do what we have been doing till now, Not do not try anything fancy, because South Africa will always have that pressure on them, because they have that tag of chokers, so they tend to fall in front matches, in semi-finals, finals. So they'll always have that pressure. So I think if we keep our basics right, then I don't think we should have any problem.
Okay. Yeah, but for my opinion, if you take, I would rather say India should play a bit more tactful setup. Uh, but uh, but Ganesh, I would actually prefer Australia in semi-final instead of South
Yeah,
Africa. I don't know, like because Australia, I feel is a different. It would be a different Australia if we face them in the final. Though in semi-final also they are kind in the knockout stages also in any knockout stage they are different kind of a beast. But still, I feel because Australia's bowling is actually not like only once they have faced a good batting lineup, though I should not say that batting lineup as a quality batting lineup because of the result that they have put down, that is Australia. I'm sorry, England. In the first match, England actually Australian bowling considered 350 plus run. Though Australia chased it down, but still Australia actually considered those many runs because we have seen it. It is clear apart from Adam Zampa, they are lacking a experienced bowling lineup. The batting looks good for Australia, but the bowling lineup is not that good. And provided that India, I am not sure what India is going to choose if they face Australia or South Africa in the in the coming matches. Even for that matter, tomorrow's matches, I would say like India in my I would want ki India should bat first, but I know India will go for chasing because that is what they have been doing. They think that is what their strength is. So that is would be a tactful one. And yeah, I would actually my choice always have been I want to see Kuldeep and Varun Chakravarti, both of them playing, in the same 11. I don't know, like I know like it would be a bit riskier thinking of the batting because India wants the batting tail to be long, 8 to 9. They want a proper batsman or the batsman who can hit few boundaries or sixes. So, keeping in mind that thought, I doubt we would see them to play together. And I feel Kuldeep is also playing like he is just coming into rhythm. So I doubt he would be dropped or rested, whatever we call. But yeah, Shami, there is a possibility Shami could be rested. We don't know with it because I don't think they would risk with the Shami for coming matches because we would definitely going to want his experience and his skills in the semi-final to you know ensure our finals place. So for that, I don't know like how much setup change could see. Only there is the option I am seeing for tomorrow's match is uh, there is a possibility Washington Sundar might come in, but I am not sure uh, in whose place.
yeah,
So yeah, I think Shoro is back again. He was facing some technical glitch. So if I come to New Zealand's playing 11, I think last game they have played with Will Young and Conway opened, and number three it was Kane Williamson. I think Daryl Mitchell was actually dropped, and Rachin Ravindra came in, and Rachin had scored a fantastic 100 to win their match against Bangladesh. Any changes you see Shodo in New Zealand's playing 11, bearing that William Workey, I think he was injured in the last game. That's why I think Kyle Jamieson played, but I mean, William is fit now and he is in good form. And but should
instead of
sorry,
Jamison, yeah, that could be a thing. Yeah, Will Young
but
instead of Jamison, the fast bowler. Yeah,
but do you think bearing like keeping in mind the threat will Jamieson has brought for India in the past? So do you think New Zealand could might use that mental barrier as their advantage to play against India?
Yeah, there could be a possibility. There could be a possibility. I think Bracewell and Phillips, they are also very key. And is Phillips there? Phillips playing?
No, no, they are anyway playing. They are anyway playing.
They are playing, yeah. So they are playing, and I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe what you are thinking is right. Maybe maybe Jamison would start instead of William. And but I think I personally think that Bracewell and uh, uh, Phillips would be very crucial because and also Santner. Sant- Against Santner we struggled a lot. So yeah, uh, but that's why as I was watching India's practice session, uh, we saw that the likes of Virat Kohli and Shubman Gill, they were practicing a lot of sweeps and reverse sweeps. So I think that those shots might come handy tomorrow. I would wait and watch.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So, like,
I have a,
if
I have a question for
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
we saw that in Pakistan, this tournament is being played in Pakistan largely to leave out India. Uh, so we have seen that almost three matches got washed out, and yesterday's match also got washed out. Uh, and what do you think the sort of infrastructure we have seen from these Pakistani grounds and the kind of technology that were used, considering that teams like Sri Lanka, the kind of infrastructure Sri Lanka have, while if there is rain, the entire ground gets covered and everything, and the match gets ready within a few minutes, a matter of like hour or 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Uh, will this affect Pakistan's chances of hosting another major tournament like this? What do you think?
It might affect because whenever ICC gives a hosting right to a nation, they after hosting like before. My question is what ICC has been like doing before the tournament. They haven't inspected these facilities and everything that is in right place or not. Because I remember in 2011 World Cup, Eden Gardens Stadium was about to host India versus England match, but due to some unfinished thing, or I think they were not, satisfied with some of the infrastructure, they actually moved the match to Bangalore.
Yeah,
So like I definitely believe like they might have inspected properly, or they have been kept given confidence like these things will be taken care uh, if these kind of scenarios or situations arises. But I definitely believe like ICC would definitely going to have a review or something once this event is finished, and
yeah,
it might affect Pakistan's hosting rights in near future for any of the ICC events. But having said that, uh, ICC mostly rely on on India. India matches are actually one of the major earning sources for the ICC events in any ICC tournament. So if India is not playing in Pakistan, given the geopolitical situation, so I doubt these things definitely is going to be kept in mind uh, also in future.
yeah.
So yeah, so I'll just quickly we are kind of at the end of this session. So I would want to know from you playing 11, like probable playing 11 you are seeing for both India and New Zealand.
The playing 11, tomorrow's playing 11.
Yeah, for both England and yeah, New Zealand
Yeah,
and India.
I think India will go with the same 11, and instead of if Rohit Sharma doesn't play, Rishabh Pant might get a chance, and instead of Mohammad Shami, which might be sleeping. That's the only change, only couple of changes and as you mentioned, KL Rahul might open if Rishabh Pant comes in, and Rishabh Pant might come in number 4, number 5, something like that. And from New Zealand's point of view, I see the more or less the same side, and they might go with Kyle Jamison, and yes, that Daryl Mitchell might come in also. I'm not quite sure they will come in or not because Sachin Ravindra looks to be in good touch. So I think yeah, that is going to be more or less the side. What are your thoughts? What do you
Yeah, for India, I think Rohit will play. I doubt Rohit is going to sit out because the more he will play, he will be in the rhythm for the bigger matches, bigger stages. And for bowler, I believe Shami might get rested. That is one change I am expecting, and Arshdeep should come in. I'm expecting that, but I would want to see Varun Chakravarti, but I don't know like where they will fit him in. And in New Zealand side, I am probably seeing only we Will O'Rourke instead of Jamieson. But apart from that, I believe like they will go for the same playing 11.
think?
Yeah. So yeah, so I think we are pretty much covered everything. Yeah, so only thing I would want to add is like, like tomorrow is going to be Kohli's 300 appearance, which is supposed to be like versus Pakistan match was supposed to be the 300 one because he missed one of the bilateral ODI against England in India before Champions Trophy. This game is going to be the 300 one. So it's a huge achievement. Like we all have been following. Personally, I have been following him since the century he scored against South Africa in the Under 19 World Cup in 2008. Since then, I have been following him. So it's a long way he have come up, uh, and the more he played, the more he got matured. But the only thing remain, unchanged is the way he approach a ODI innings to build or ODI innings to chase. So that is one thing I believe. Like the more he played, actually he kind of mastered it. So that is why. So I would want to see like the he played brilliantly, flawlessly in the last match against Pakistan. The same he will continue in the tomorrow's match and also in the coming matches. So yeah, so I think we'll end our discussion for today. We'll come tomorrow. Probably we'll try to come tomorrow in the star before toss or in the mid innings or in the end of the innings. So for that, please keep watching Cricketing Sense YouTube channel. Please like this video. Please share with your friends and keep supporting us. Yeah, thank you, Shoro.